if you look at the vaccine passports, this is not a public health innovation. The vaccines, nobody argues nowadays that the vaccines prevent transmission. The vaccines are failed vaccines. They do not prevent you from getting a disease. They do not prevent transmission. A person who's been vaccinated is equally likely to transmit the disease as somebody who's unvaccinated. So what is the justification for vaccine passports? It's not public health. It's about managing populations. And if you look in Europe, where I was last week speaking about this, the vaccine passports are not being issued by the health agencies. They're being issued by the financial ministries. And there are going to be ways, because really what they want is control of your money. Because if they can control your money and they're at the same time simultaneously switching to digital currencies, which will allow them to track every transaction. If you buy cigarettes, if you buy beer, they can tax it, they can keep track of it, they can know your data, they now have programmable money, which they're using in China. So that if you fail to obey, if you don't get your vaccine or if you don't social distance, they're going to know it. And they're going to be able to punish you. And they may punish you by saying, okay, for 10 days or until you get the vaccine, you cannot leave your home except to shop in a grocery store. And now your money will only work in grocery stores within 1 mile of your home. What the vaccine passports do is they subtly but definitively shift our relationship to our rights. When the government isn't perfect and democracy isn't perfect, but I know that I can go for a walk when I want to, that I can travel to New York or Boston, that I can go to the football game, that I can take my wife on a date to a restaurant. Now those rights are no longer rights. So every right now becomes a privilege that you have to earn by showing essentially your slavery to government agencies. And that is why we need to, everybody who loves democracy on this planet needs to fight these vaccine passports, because it is the ultimate instrument of control. And the totalitarian state, the ambition of the totalitarian state, is control over every aspect of human conduct, including our thinking. The Chinese have now deployed a software attached to their facial recognition systems that allows the Chinese government to read guilt on the faces of citizens. Bill Gates boasts that the 65,000 satellites that he's now putting in, currently activating in orbit, will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. He will know where you are, what you've been doing, who you've been associating with, and what you've been saying and talking to. So those are things that all of us who care about freedom need to be fighting.